Yo, I'm back with another video. Gonna cover the Can-Am Ryker today. When you're riding the Can-Am Ryker and you put accessories on it like lights and different things, eventually you're gonna have to fix something on the bike with the lights or something. When you hit bumps, especially in Chicago, we have tons and tons of potholes. It feels like they're doing construction on every street, but it's not getting any better. We still have a bunch of potholes to fix. So with that being said, when you hit bumps and different things, you have accessories like lights and other things on your Can-Am. You will have to fix something. Something's gonna go out. So today I'm gonna just show you guys what I'm fixing, do a quick review and video on the situation. The lights are cool, I love them, but sometimes it can be a little bit bothersome. I've had some pretty good luck, except for over the last maybe 3 weeks. I've had, a little bit of bad luck, but I've had the bike since 2019, early 2019, and I have good luck with the bike. But yes, lately I've started to hit a few potholes that I did not want to hit. So let me get straight into this video. Again, this video is covering and showing you guys some of the issues that you will have with the Can-Am Ryker and its accessories, especially lights at times. Let's get in. So as you can see, here's the bike. Here is the bike. And right here today is where I'm having the issue. It's this red little back marker right here. So if I just hit the basic button on it, you see the light's not coming on, but on this side, it's coming on. So it's this little red light right here. It's supposed to come on. On this side, it's not coming on. And it's supposed to do a sequential turn signal as well. So it's supposed to do a sequential turn signal as well, like this. And this side is doing it. And what's really crazy is this side is also doing it. It's just, it won't do the solid light. It won't glow when it stops, and it's supposed to. But this side is glowing and doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So these lights don't all come on here. So this light that's going up, that's red and white, this bright red light down here, this orange light, all those are accessory lights that were added. Now, what happens is right in here, right in here is where all those wires have to get ran, right by the wheel, right under the wheel well, right under the fender is where the lights have to get ran, right? So it's a hole that's behind this and these lights, where it runs right under that fender. So sometimes when you hit bumps, the tire burns into the wire. So the tire hits the wire and burns into the wire. It basically burns the wire up. It shreds it, the tire, because you're going, pretty fast, 60, 70 miles per hour in some cases. So if you hit a bump, that bump makes the tire jump up into the fender, which then jumps up into your wire and messes up your lights. So I've had 3 incidents probably over the last, I think, 2.5 months. So my first incident was this light here was a problem. So what happened was I hit a bump and the light completely went out. So what happened was when I took the whole fender off, it showed me right about here, right under here, right about here, right there. The fender had dropped down on that tire, on a bump, and it had shredded the wire in half a little bit. So that's why the light wasn't working. So I had to take the fender off, which I'm going to show you guys today. I'm going to take the fender off. I have to I've already undone those 2 screws. I have 2 more that are right there I have to undo. Take the whole fender off. This whole thing is going to slide over so I can see what happened. So when that happened, I looked and it was shredded. I then took the whole thing I took that whole thing off. I took the whole wire off and this part right here, all of it comes out. I disconnected it, took it to Batteries Plus, and they basically soldered it all back together for me. They soldered the wires all back together for me, and it worked. Came back in, snapped it all back in, zip tied it all back together. Been working fine for about 2.5, 3 months. So then my next problem became where I was riding on the expressway. Ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was doing about 100, right? I hit a brick. It was a brick in the middle of the expressway. I'm talking about the biggest brick you can think of was in the middle of the expressway. I'm going so fast that I can't avoid the brick. I can't slow down. I can't swerve. There's a car on the left of me. It's a 3-lane highway. It's a car on the left of me, and it's a car on the right of me. So I can't get over. I'm going to hit this brick. So I could either hit the brick head on in the front of the vehicle. I went ahead and decided to try to make it slide under one of the tires if I could, but the brick was so big, I basically ran right over the brick. When I ran over the brick, this whole piece came out and it's just dangling, and it's windy out, and I'm probably going about 50 now. I've cut it down because I'm kind of swerving in the lane a little bit, but I'm glad I was on a 3-wheeler instead of a 2-wheeler, because I probably would have flipped over or something. I don't know if I was but maybe I could have even swerved and avoided it a little bit better. But I saw it maybe 2 seconds, maybe 1.5 seconds before impact. I saw the brick, but I'm going almost 100, so I couldn't slow down. The thing's dangling, and I needed to pull over right away, but cars are around me. So since I didn't pull over right away and the wind's going, whole thing is just blowing, and the wire just blew off and broke off on the bike. So of course I had to get contact with Sling Mod, the whole 9, try to get me another one. I think it cost me like $137 or something like that to get another wire, and I was able to do the same thing you just saw me do. Take the screws off on the fender. It's 4 screws. They are a headache at times to take off and put on. But I'm adjusted to it now. Most people take the whole tire off. So what I've heard is when you take the whole tire off, if you have that tire thing that takes it off, it's better to just take the whole tire off, and it's easier to work on. Okay, so I don't have a lift in the whole 9 and different things to do that. So I'm going to do it the way that Sling Mod kind of shows you how to do it, how to install it when you go on their videos. So I went through and I did it that way. Got it fixed. So that happened to me about 2.5 weeks ago. So now yesterday I was riding, well, I should say a couple of days ago, I was doing a purge ride with my team, with my group, Chicago Ryker Riders. And lo and behold, what do they want to do? They want to get on Lakeshore Drive. I know a lot of you guys don't know what Lakeshore Drive is, but it is like the bumpiest road in the country, right? So we get on this darn thing, and I'm just pissed that we're even getting on it. But we need to go from south to north, so that's the reason why we're getting on it. Hey, I'm pissed that we're getting on this, because every time I get on it, I screw my bike up in some way. The minute we get on, there is the biggest bump across the expressway ever. I hit this damn thing, and I was going slow. I hit it so hard. I was so upset. The ride was done for me. I was ready to purge somebody in my group, whoever decided to get on Lakeshore Drive. So the minute it happened, I could just tell, like, it hit so hard, the after effects. So then that's when this light, went off. And, 9 times out of 10, it's either going to be the tire hit the wire again and kind of shredded something, or I'm hoping that it's just something that I can reconnect. So that's what I'm about to work on today, team. I will be right back with you in a second. I'm gonna spare you guys the details of me, unhooking the rest of this and this and that. Hey, pray for me. Hopefully I can get this fixed and look good to you guys. Show you guys that I am a repair kit guy. So a lot of my bike, I do try to repair myself. Ladies, don't be afraid to get a wrench and do something with your bike. You'll save a ton of money. We do have people in our group, Anton, Frank, different ones in the Chicago Ryker Rider group that do work on these bikes. But, you know, these guys are busy sometimes. They're working on other people's bikes. So if it's something simple that you can fix yourself, what I do like about Sling Mods is they don't just sell the products. They actually will premiere it and show you on YouTube how to put the product on. So if you don't even have to be the best handyman in the whole world. You know, if you can just follow basic directions, you can do a lot of this work yourself and save yourself some money. Because when you take it to the dealer, hey, the dealers, they're going to charge you about $75 to $95 an hour. And, you know, just to put this stuff on your bike. And some of the stuff is kind of time consuming. So, you know, the dealer try to say they worked on your bike for 6 hours. Hey, man, listen, that's going to be almost $600, you know, for them just touching and putting a few lights on your bike and, you know, something else. So I will be back in a second, and I hope I'm back with good news. So I found the problem. As you guys can see, it's a red wire right here. It's a yellow wire, and it's a black wire. The red wire has broke off from the light, so that's the wire that makes that stay on, makes that light stay on. So the wire has, I don't know, I'm not really sure why it, I don't know. It came off. That's the reason why the light's not staying on. So I'm just probably gonna order a new light. This particular light I think is like 120, so I'm just gonna order the light. Not much I can do. It happens. This is the, you know, the cost of that you pay for having one of these bikes, and sometimes something goes wrong with the lights. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to fix it and keep it moving. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna try to fix it because this is the second time I had an issue with the light. I am a perfectionist, and I do like for my bike to be running well and looking well in the whole nine. And, you know, if something goes wrong, I do get a little pissy about it. There's nothing I can do about this except for get it fixed. So I've had these lights on here, those lights on there for probably about 1.5 years, I think, or so. Sometimes stuff just goes bad. At some point, depending on how long you keep this bike, you have to take all your lights off and put them back on again, just because they do get, you know, old with road debris. And as I said, the tire hitting the lights and just different things, you know, you got to replace it. It is what it is, gang. So as you can hear in my voice, I'm not mad, but I'm not obviously not happy either. It is what it is. I got to replace the light. I could take the whole thing back off again and take it up to Batteries Plus and have them try to solder whatever that is back together. I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to, you know, pay the $119 and just get the other light in, then take this apart and put it all back together and be happy with the new light. So with that being said, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the video. Please, again, I beg you, subscribe to the video. I'll have 1,000 people watch a video and then only, you know, 5 will subscribe. So please hit that subscribe button, people. I know I don't do a good job in the videos of asking you to subscribe, but please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I'm out.